we're in a major escalation between the two countries. Now India has expelled 6 Canadian diplomats amid the rising diplomatic tensions with Canada. In a statement, the Ministry of External Affairs has listed the names of Canadian diplomats who have been asked to leave the country on October 19th this year. And Acting High Commissioner Stewart Ross Wheeler, Deputy High Commissioner R. Patrick Hebert, along with the First Secretaries Mary Catherine Jolly Iron, Ross David and Adam James Chupika, and others are the diplomats who have been expelled by New Delhi. Earlier, the MEA also announced that it is withdrawing the Indian High Commissioner and other diplomats after they were labelled as, and I quote, persons of interest, unquote, by Ottawa in its probe into the killing of pro-Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. All right, viewers, that in fact is the latest that we are tracking as far as the diplomatic ties between India and Canada is concerned. Joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Ajay Jandial to share more details. Ajay, very good morning to you. And as we can look at it, the ties between India and Canada and what we can refer to as the tensions between the two countries continue to in fact now get affected after in fact 6 diplomats are also expelled, and India has taken strong stance after Canada has in fact said that person of interest for the Indian diplomats. What is the latest that you're tracking?
Well, see, India's stand was very clear on a day one as well, because what we have seen that how Government of India have clearly, clarified with the Canadian counterpart that they have to understand that if any thing is, unnecessarily is, if anybody is unnecessarily trying to blame India for anything which they haven't done, that is not unacceptable, and that is what they have said. And in this, recent incident in which Canadian government, they continuously allege India for involvement of their, advice in the killing of Nijjar, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, who was killed in Canada, and they are saying that they are basically they are directly involved in such cases. That is something which are not acceptable, and that's why Government of India have immediately gave reaction, and they have withdrawn their they have withdrawn their envoy from the Canada, and they have decided to give a message to the Canada that this is not acceptable. We have seen that how press conferences has been done for blaming Government of India and saying that those who are sitting in Canada, they are basically in link with that killing which has taken place in the Canada, and that is something really shocking for Government of India as well, because earlier we have seen that how tension was basically gripping, but it was expected that Justin Trudeau could understand that this is not done, and this cannot be acceptable by the Government of India as well. But when he has recently addressed a press conference and says that that we have given notice to the Indian diplomats in Canada, and we have told them that they are basically involved in this, and they are directly basically having association in this killing. So that's why this step has been taken by the Government of India, and they have been shown the Justin Trudeau that this is something which is not acceptable, and Government of India will not tolerate such foolish things.
All right, Ajay, I'll request you to kindly stay on with us while we also get a look at the formal statement by the MEA, in fact, as a response to the Canadian government, in fact, which has now levelled such serious allegations as far as India's commissioners are concerned. If we do take a look, this is in fact the communication from Canada, which India responded to, and in fact India very categorically said that from the communication from the Canada suggested that Indian High Commissioner and other diplomats in fact are persons of interest in a matter related to the investigation in that country. The Government of India made it clear that and rejects these imputations and ascribes them to the political agenda of the Canadian government, and that it is centered around the vote bank politics. Now making a clear-cut stand that India's response on these statements remains thorough, while attacking the Canadian government as the ties between the two nations continue to worsen. While it is in fact time to understand the kind of response India has given, the High Commissioner Sanjay Kumar Verma is India's senior most serving diplomat with a distinguished career spanning over 35 years. And he has been the ambassador in Japan, Sudan, while also serving in Italy, Turkey, Vietnam and China. The aspersions that as per the Indian government's and MEA's statements said that the aspersions cast on him by the government of Canada are ludicrous and deserve to be treated with contempt. There we have the final statement coming from the MEA. Viewers, at this point of time where now the ties between India and Canada continue to sink, as India very particularly and openly rejects the statements that are emerging from the Canadian government against the High Commissioner of India. Ajay, as you join me back, in fact, India has very sharply took a stand and firstly also defended the Indian High Commissioner, the person in contention at this point of time, also making it clear that the statements that have been made by the Trudeau government need to be seen and dealt with contempt. What is in fact now expected out of this entire escalation to be breaking out?
See what has been conveyed to Canadian government, that if you see that what has happened, that government of India, when they basically requested the Canadian government to share any evidence what they have got during the investigation, if they are blaming government of India or Indian envoys over there, but nothing has been shared by the Canadian government. That indicates that why, if they have some evidence, they must have shared it with the government of India. But instead of sharing the evidence, they have started doing press conferences. They have started leaking the information to the media by saying that Indian diplomats in Canada, they are involved in this killing. That shows that what is the intention of the Canadian government and Justin Trudeau especially, because if you see that what has happened in 2018 when Justin Trudeau visited India, what he was trying to do, he was trying to convince the voters, basically many Indians, those who lives in Canada, they are the voter of the voter over there, and that's why Justin Trudeau is just trying to aim his goal to get benefited during the political process in the Canada, and that's why it seems that he is trying to do. And once again, if you see that what he was saying during the press conference, he was again and again saying that these diplomats, those who lives over there, those who are there in the Canada, 6 diplomats, they are basically directly involved and engaged for this killing after Nijjar. And what he was continuously saying that we want to ensure the people of Sikh community, those who lives in Canada, we want to ensure the Indo-Canadian, those who lives in Canada, that they are totally secure, and that's why our government is taking such steps. So that indicates that Justin Trudeau's motive behind this is only and only to get political gain. He wants to get more and more votes during the election, and that's why he's trying to just allege these things and blaming the diplomats over there, and that's why he's trying to do so. And we have seen that not only once or twice, but number of series of press conferences, series of media interactions were done by Justin Trudeau and his other ministers to do the same. And that indicates that there is a suspicion, and that's why government of India have categorically clarified and conveyed Canada and other the world that what he is trying to do just to gain the vote bank, and that's what he is trying to do by doing such things. But as far as the thing is concerned, during the Justin Trudeau's visit to India, what he was trying to do is that meeting the people, those who are extremists, those who are living over there, and that seems that why he was meeting such people over there.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.